Dawn breaks over the rugged landscape. A small group of humans emerges from the mouth of a limestone cave. Their day has already begun. Some scan the horizon for game, others gather kindling for the fire that never fully dies out. But what exactly filled the hours of our Paleolithic ancestors? The popular image of cavemen, dragging women by the hair and clubbing mammoths, hardly captures the complexity of their daily existence. So, how did they spend their waking hours when survival was a full-time occupation? When we speak of cavemen, we're referring to humans who lived during the Paleolithic period that spans from approximately 2.6 million years ago to about 12,000 years ago. This represents over 99% of human history, a time before agriculture, before cities, before written language. Yet, this wasn't a static period. Massive innovations in technology, social organization, and artistic expression occurred throughout the Paleolithic. Our understanding of daily life comes from multiple lines of evidence. Archaeological sites preserve stone tools, hearths, food remains, and sometimes perishable items. Cave art and portable artifacts provide glimpses into their symbolic world. Ethnographic studies of recent hunter-gatherer societies offer additional insights, but we must be cautious about direct comparisons across such vast time spans. The Paleolithic wasn't a monolithic experience. It varied by region, climate, and time period. Early Homo habilis, living in Africa 2 million years ago, had a profoundly different daily experience than Cro-Magnon painting caves in France 20,000 years ago. Climate was perhaps the most significant factor determining daily routines. During ice ages, survival demanded different strategies than in warmer periods. Groups near coasts developed fishing technologies. Those in forests or grasslands focused on different prey and plant resources. What unites all Paleolithic peoples is their lifestyle as hunter-gatherers, acquiring food through hunting animals and gathering wild plants. Let's step back in time and examine what filled the hours, days, and seasons of our Paleolithic ancestors. The Paleolithic day began with the rising sun. Unlike our artificial lighting, these early humans followed natural rhythms of light and dark. Morning typically began with rekindling the previous night's fire. Archaeological evidence from sites like Terra Amata in France shows carefully maintained hearths. These were critical for warmth, light, protection from predators, and cooking. Starting a fire from scratch was challenging. Most groups maintained embers or slow-burning materials overnight. Mornings were likely devoted to essential tasks requiring daylight. The band would assess immediate needs. Was food running low? Did tools need repair? Water collection was a daily necessity. From nearby streams or springs, containers were made from animal bladders, woven baskets, or eventually pottery. Paleolithic life followed immediate return activities and delayed return planning. Evidence from Gesher Benat Yaakov in Israel shows knowledge of seasonal plant cycles. The day's main activities varied by season and immediate needs, but food acquisition dominated. Adult males often focused on hunting larger game. Women typically gathered plant foods and hunted smaller animals. However, this division wasn't rigid. Archaeological evidence shows flexibility in gender roles. Midday might include food preparation, tool maintenance, or rest during intense heat. As daylight waned, the community gathered around the fire. This evening time likely included storytelling, planning, and social bonding. Obtaining food was the primary occupation of Paleolithic peoples. Hunting large animals required considerable skill and coordination. By 500,000 years ago, at Boxgrave in England, we see evidence of organized hunting. Early Paleolithic hunters used simple handaxes. Napper could produce a functional cutting edge in minutes. The Acheulean handaxe demonstrates careful bifacial, flaking, and symmetrical design. The Upper Paleolithic saw an explosion of specialized tools: burins, scrapers, awls, projectile points. Wood, bone, antler, and ivory became increasingly important. Containers like woven baskets and sewn hide bags were essential. The earliest pottery appears around 20,000 years ago in China. Despite the caveman stereotype, caves were just one housing option. At Terra Mata in France, archaeologists found oval huts supported by wooden posts. At Masirik in Ukraine, mammoth bones were arranged in circular patterns for dwellings. Inside, space was organized for different activities around a central hearth. Home maintenance required ongoing work: fire, repairs, cleaning. Child rearing was integrated into daily life. Children observed and participated early. Several Paleolithic skeletons show healed injuries, indicating community support. The basic social unit was the band, typically 20 to 30 individuals. Exotic materials, found far from their sources, indicate trade networks spanning hundreds of miles. Sharing food created reciprocal obligations. They developed art, music, and symbolic systems. They maintained social bonds within and between groups. When we look at the archaeological record, we see innovative humans facing challenges with creativity and resilience. The next time you imagine a caveman, picture a skilled technologist, botanist, artist, and cooperative community member, all rolled into one remarkably adaptable human.